Tonight's investigation is a very special one, as it will take us both out of our comfort zones. We'll be spending the night at the most dangerous location we've investigated to date, at the infamous Ancient Ram Inn.
In the small Gloucestershire town of Wooton lays a 12th century Grade II listed building with a past so dark and sinister its story will chill you to the bone. The ancient Ram Inn was built in 1145 with the sole purpose of housing the local priest. It was later lucky to survive a fire that ripped through and destroyed most of Wooton under King John's reign. After this, in the 13th century, it was heavily involved in the construction of St Mary's Church that sits opposite it. During this time, the slaves that constructed the church were housed at the Ram. A tunnel is also said to have run between the Ram and the church. In its more recent history, the Ram was converted into an inn. It's at this point when many of its ghost stories started to make an appearance. It was sold to a Maurice de Bath in 1930, and changed hands frequently after this until 1968. 1968 was a significant year for the Ram. It was the year that John Humphreys purchased the property, and just in time as the Ram itself was due to be demolished under a council scheme. John dedicated his life to the Ram and brought many of its existing ghost stories into the public view. He also shared his own first-hand paranormal experiences with the world. Sadly, in the December of 2017, John Humphreys passed away. The grounds that lie beneath the inn are often blamed for part of the paranormal activity that occurs here, as there has been evidence unearthed of human sacrifice, a pagan burial ground, and also an ancient spring. However, possibly the most significant thing about the grounds are the ley lines that cross in the middle of the site, one of which that also passes through the centre of Stonehenge. As you enter the bar area of the building, you are drawn straight away to an open grave where human bones were found. It is said to still hold the skeletal remains of children further on down. It is also said that a lady by the name of Elizabeth was murdered in this room, with her body once being hidden under the bar. The barn is said to be one of the many hotspots of activity in the Ram. People have claimed to see dark figures moving across the doorway here, and some have even claimed to have been attacked by a poltergeist, the most famous account appearing on the TV show Most Haunted. As you get to the top of the stairs, the first room you come to on your right is the Beaufort room. This room was once filled with the sounds of crying, murdered spirit children, according to the owner. However, once placing children's toys in the room, this strange phenomena stopped. This ancient building is full of many old peculiar artefacts, including the large grandfather-style clock that stands on the landing. It is said that if you stare into the face of the clock, faces of the dead will often appear staring back at you. It's also on this landing where a young spirit girl is sometimes seen playing.
I don't want to play alone.
Here is the witch's room. Inside here in the 1500s once hid a woman who was suspected and caught and tried for witchcraft. and then later burned at the stake. It is said that her spirit remains here, pacing around as she did in her final days before capture. The most famous and most haunted room in this active house is the Bishop's Room. When the ancient ram was still being used as an inn, it was not uncommon for guests to run out of this room in the dead of night, leaving their belongings behind. Some have even fled through the window. Furniture is said to get thrown across this room and the ghost of a cavalier seen there. It is also said that there is a spirit of an evil monk hell-bent on causing misery and death as he once did in life. Not to mention the many spine-chilling accounts of incubus and succubus activity. Finally, we come to the Weaver's Attic. It's up here where many years ago a former innkeeper's daughter was hung. Since then, people have reported hearing the sounds of heavy furniture being dragged and the beams creaking. Could this be the sound of her final moments being replayed through the very structure that helped take her life? Tonight we hope to answer this question, and many more, at the Ancient Ram Inn.
Okay, right, so just before we crack on, guys, right, we've do you remember when we had the paranormal detectives on?
Oh, yeah, I remember. They're such good guys, aren't they, Nathan and Brian?
Yeah, Nathan and Brian from the Paranormal Detectives. Well, they've got a little bit of a thing going on today on Twitter. They've got a little bit of a vote going on who should do a lone vigil in the Ancient Ram.
I think Nathan should do it.
So, should it be Nathan or should it be Brian? Right, okay. Now, this is the funniest bit, guys, right, because they're both very sly, these boys. So, Nathan, yes, I'm dropping you in it now, Nathan, if you're listening. Unlucky cookie. Nathan messages me and says, vote for Brian. So then Brian pops up and he's like, well, I think you should out Nathan now for trying to rig the vote. So who do you think should do it, girls?
I reckon Nathan should now.
Yeah, and he's in the chat room, so I'm going with Nathan.
Unlucky, Nathan. There you go. So you can turn your vote off, Nathan, because the only vote that matters is this one right here.
Right, we're back live again. Back here at the Ancient Ram Inn. Did go live a minute ago, but we seem to be having massive problems with our equipment tonight. Everything that sort of electrically could go wrong is going wrong. As you can probably hear, I've got a bit of a cold as well, so I'd had better days. Had much better days. Anyway, thanks to the Twitter and Facebook poll. I've got to give you guys a tour of this place, I believe. So, let's start in the bar area with this young man here, the reason that I'm doing this.
Good evening. Thank you as well for not voting for me as much as you did. I mean, it's a shame we had a bit of sabotage going on, didn't we? But,
yeah, okay, let's not bring that up. You got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Your bloody idea.
What was it?
Right, so anyway, here we are in the bar area. I'll be heading upstairs in a minute. Just a quick view of the old place. Seriously creepy place. We've had loads going on already. We've had, we've had bangs, bumps, cameras turn themselves on, batteries dying. Like I said, we've been setting up and resetting up constantly just because of issues we've been having. which is a bit of a nightmare. Right, there's our favourite Savannah doll, lay down there in what I believe was a grave.
Smoking grave where they found a child.
Yeah, they found a child there, which, you know, everybody wants that in their house, don't they? Right, anyway, I'll best head upstairs. You enjoy yourself there.
Thank you very much. I'll be monitoring you on the live feed and
yeah, enjoy.
have fun.
Ooh, that's a creepy photo. Oh, picture, whatever you want to call it. Well, we'll go through here. Not going to focus too much downstairs because I'm going to do that a bit later on. But this is the barn area. Strange things have been caught in here. Recently, I've actually seen a photo of a man hanging in here, which was a bit strange to say the least. Right, anyway, let's head upstairs. That's this is where I'm supposed to be taking you, so let's see how it goes. Like I said, I do apologise for my husky voice. It's not exactly sexy, it's snotty. Right, up we go. We will start in the Beaufort room. As you can see, more creepy photos. Camera system's set up. We've got a K2 meter on the bed and monitored by a camera. I'm not actually too sure of what paranormal activity happened in here. On doing the research, this actually seems one of the quieter areas, to be honest. So, yeah, but it certainly has its appeal. I mean, I'm not too sure anyone could sleep on that bed, the angle of it. But that's that. Right, if there's anything you guys want to see tonight or see during the episode, let us know, because obviously we've got the place for the night, we're filming, and yeah, we're always open to suggestions. Oh, even if I do sound a bit like Rod Stewart tonight. I wish. Right, anyway, this is the witch's room. Now I've had some, turn me torch down here. We've had some strange phenomena in here. This is where most of the phenomena has actually come from tonight. And we've heard scraping noises. We thought we were talking earlier on while we were setting up, which was peculiar. And because of what's been reported with cats making noises, etc., we've actually set up a microphone in here. High-spec mic, recording constantly throughout the night to capture any EVPs. We've got a laser grid here, which we're yet to actually turn on, to be honest. I might set that up now. I can't do that one-handed, unfortunately. I'll have to set that up in a minute. That's a laser grid, obviously set up with another camera. And this is the witch's room. I think the story behind this room was in the 1500s, there was a witch that actually come here to hide. We're having issues. It's okay, I'm back live again now, but we're just having more electrical faults. Both of my torches just went out completely together and the live feed stopped. And they all seem to come back on together. Yeah, having massive issues here tonight. It's a shame because I was looking forward to giving everyone a tour of the place. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, it's really weird because that thing.
Strange. Anyway, back to the live feed. The story is, in the 1500s, there was obviously a witch who come to hide in here, and she actually got caught and hung. Brian? We're having more issues here, mate. The laptop's gone off now, light's gone off again.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. Just having all our equipment's just going crazy, mate. I don't even know if I'm still live.
It's hard to tell because I can see you on my phone, but there is like a slight delay being live.
The light keeps going out and coming back on.
Which light? The one for the actual rig?
Yeah, every 30 seconds it's going out and coming back on. Now it's just a torch. Why is that happening?
really too sure. You okay up there, or?
I am, but the laptop's gone off as well.
Wasn't that connected?
Yeah, everything's connected up. The laser grid won't come on. The laptop's gone off. Everything just seems to be going absolutely manic.
Right, do you want me to come up and have a look, or?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to just pull me.
Don't forget to press the button.
I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna have to pull my torch out, and I'm just gonna have to do it by a torch light at the minute because this thing keeps going on and off and going AWOL. Nah, you're right, buddy. Right, massive apologies to everybody listening and watching because this is not the most professional, but things seem to be going a bit crazy. So I'll try and whip you through before the rest of the equipment fails. Right, this is, as you can see, the bishop's room. So we'll knock before we enter, as I've heard that's good practice. Yeah, the live feed keeps going off, mate. That's back on again now, okay. Right, I'll head back into the bishop's room. If it goes off, it goes. Right, we're in the bishop's room, as you can see. Now, I'm sure this room don't need too much introduction. We've got our... Right, I'm back live again. This time, I'm not going to lie, I'm absolutely shitting myself because things have just gone absolutely balmy. I've just come back in the witch's room to show the laser grid, and because I don't really want to go near the bishop's room at the minute, I have literally stood outside this door with the REM pod going absolutely crazy. Live feed give up. I've knocked on the door and something has literally knocked straight back. So I'm fucking shitting myself here. I've left me bloody walkie-talkie downstairs, so fuck it, here it goes. Yeah. See if anything else knocked back again. I literally saw the door shake as it knocked back. Right, let's go in. I've been upstairs for about, God, at least 40 minutes on my own now. And I've probably got about 10 minutes worth of bloody footage thanks to everything going wrong. Right, now there's a chance the live feed might die here because for some reason every time I try and enter this room, it dies. So I'll walk slowly. REM pod on the bed, obviously. There's one of our locked off cameras. Like I've said, for some reason, everything is going absolutely mad tonight. The light's just gone off on my bloody thing again. And again. Right, if there's anybody in this room with me, can you go towards the middle bed, please? Can you go towards the device I've put on the bed? I know you can see it because you've set it off quite a lot in the last 10 minutes. Come on, I heard you knock on the door. You know, fair play to you. That was quite fucking spooky. Come on, if you're in here, do something to the REM pod on the bed. Better, light's gone off again. Better still, go downstairs and scare the crap out of Brian. Oh, REM pod's going off. Set the REM pod off again. Keep doing that. Keep doing that for me. I hope you guys now can see that. Set the REM pod off some more. I'm sure you got the energy to set that off more. Go on, try harder for me. Well, like I said, better still, go downstairs and say the crap out of Brian. Who I'd like to add is a bit of a tosser. Oh, the REM pod's going off again. Right, I'm back live again. Things are just getting weirder and weirder by the second in this place. Everything is going nuts. Laser grid's gone off again. Live feed seems to die every time I enter the bishop's room. And yeah, like I said, laser grid's gone off again. Every time I go in the bishop's room, I lose signal. Yeah, everything else is fine. I can actually hear the REM pod from here still going off. But if I open the door, my live feed just cuts out every single time. So it's driving me mad. In fact, I'm going to head upstairs. I think I'm going to head up to the attic. Purely because I actually give up with that bishop's room. There's something in there, and whatever it is, it's going crazy. But it certainly don't want to be caught on camera. Which is peculiar, really, because as we were setting up, all our cameras were going crazy. So it's like whatever's here does not want to be caught. Anyway, this is the top floor bedroom. We've got a motion sensor set up on the bed, as usual. Lots of camera watching it. Paranormal activity in this room. Things have been dragged, moved. Apparently somebody was actually hung in this room once upon a time. So that's interesting in itself. And here is where we'll be doing our Ouija board session later on. So that'll be interesting. It's yeah, it's an interesting place. Ooh, please do not pass here. It's interesting, isn't it? Now, do I be naughty or do I just be bloody nosy? Yeah, it's big and it looks up here, isn't it? In fact, I can hear the REM pod going off beneath me. Can everybody on the live feed hear that? Can everybody hear the REM pod? I'm above the bishop's room now and I can hear the REM pod going off. Right, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to try and get in the bishop's room one more time. Right, I'm going down the stairs. I'm going to try and take you in the bishop's room one more time. I have to go down backwards because I'm bloody too tall for this place. I can still hear the REM pod going off. It's going absolutely nuts. Okay.
Here are the 4 locked off cameras we'll be using throughout tonight's investigation. Camera 1 is in the grave that is situated in the bar area downstairs with Savannah doll. Camera 2 is in the Beaufort room with our K2 meter sat on the bed. Camera 3 is in the Bishop's room where our REM pod is situated on the bed. Camera 4 is set up in the Weaver's attic, watching the motion sensor on the bed. We have an extra camera set up tonight in the barn area, hoping to catch some paranormal activity.
Right, so we're going back into the Beaufort room now. Tonight's been a slow starter for us because it's just, well, I say slow starter, everything's just gone crazy from the get-go again. So it has been a bit of a sort of, we don't really know where to start because every room seems to be quite active. Particularly the Bishop's room, don't you agree?
Yeah, I would agree with this. So, I think
Right.
I should take a seat on the bed. My name's Brian, this is Nathan. We're the Paranormal Detectives, and we'd like to communicate with any spirits who may reside in the Beaufort room. If there's anyone in this room, please show yourselves to us. Speak using the device in my hand.
Or sit down on the bed next to Brian. We have a device on the bed. You sit next to that or touch it, and it will show us of your presence.
Even better, show yourself to one of our cameras. Can you tell me your name? Did you once live at the ancient ram?
I thought that somebody just stroked my arm then. Did you hear a bang?
Yeah. Is there anyone in the Beaufort room with us? Can you come and sit on the bed next to me? Next to this green light. How long have you stayed at the Ram for? Can you show yourselves to us?
Touch the device on the bed for us.
So there are meant to be 20 spirits at the ancient Ram. Is there anyone in this room with us? There's also meant to be an incubus. If you hear incubus, do you come into this room?
Right?
Yeah?
That's how we knock it on the head now. We're getting fuck all. Right, we're back upstairs. We've just done a spirit box session in the Beaufort room. As far as we're aware, we didn't really get anything, did we?
Not majorly.
So we are now going to head back into the Bishop's room again. The REM pod's been going off in here all night. I mean, earlier on today when I come up here on my own, about what, 10:30, something like that, it was a bit crazy up here. The door's been knocking, we've had loads of different things. Then we're going to go and form some EVP sessions in here and see what happens.
Okay.
Wow, temperature is freezing in here. Absolutely freezing.
It is a little bit, isn't it?
It is freezing. Was that light you on the wall then?
Not me.
There's a light on the wall then. Is there a spirit present in this room? Did you knock the door earlier on? Is there a spirit present in this room? Did you knock the door earlier on?
Atmosphere feels very different in here again.
Do you want us to leave? Do you want us to leave? Is it you that's been interfering with our equipment all night and setting the REM pod off? Is it you that's been interfering with our equipment all night and setting the REM pod off? We keep seeing light moving around the room. Is this you trying to manifest? That's a REM pod.
What's with the REM pod then?
I don't know.
Right, I'm just going to go for a look, because what I'm going to go and do is I'm actually going to go for a lie down on one of the beds whilst I'm filming you.
REM pod's going off.
No, I think that's a temperature deviation again. It's not going in full swing like it used to, or like it has been. But that is making some very peculiar sounds.
Ironically, I actually feel like this room's got slightly warmer.
Okay, that could have been me.
Okay. Is the REM pod going off?
REM pod started going off and it stopped. Okay, this is interesting. Right, so I'm going to go for
I'm going to need EVP.
a lie down.
Did you just set off our REM pod? Did you touch the device on the bed? Did you touch the device on the bed? It feels like my left arm's just gone like a block of ice.
Okay, well I'm on you, so...
Right, Brian is lay on the bed. Does anybody here? Can you lie on the bed next to him? The bed in the middle of the room. Please lie on the bed in the middle of the room.
How you feeling?
A bit sick.
You're sick.
Nauseous. How about you?
I'm alright. Not too bad. No, we're in the most haunted room in the ancient ram. And I'm calm.
Things were crazy earlier on. It just feels so calm now.
Feels very calm now. I don't know whether to try and torment it a little bit.
No.
Sure?
Yeah.
Not torment, but try and...
Mate. There's something fucking... not particularly good here, I don't think.
It's gone very quiet there.
I'm still waiting.
We were downstairs earlier and we heard the REM pod going off. That device on the bed. But since we've been in this room, you've only gave us a few beeps. You haven't really shown your presence much. Is there anyone in this room with us? Can you speak into one of the cameras? Can you show yourself to us? Give us a clear sign that you're in this room. Are any of the highwaymen still in this room with us? There's meant to be highwaymen. What about the incubus? Succubus?
Right, should we head upstairs to the loft, or the attic, and see if there's anything up there?
Yeah, see if the motion sensor's gone off and perform the Ouija board.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okey-doke. Or maybe not.
Okay. As if we're going to leave the room,
I don't think we're finished here just yet, if I'm honest.
the REM pod started to go off.
Is that you doing the REM pod for us?
It stopped. It's peculiar.
Can you do that again for us, please? Mate, I've gone freezing. Right over my face. Right.
Oh my god.
What?
I feel like I'm a block of ice.
I almost feel like I've got something crawling over me as well. It's just a bit peculiar to say, but...
Maybe it's a rat. There's a light up there then.
Where?
In that corner.
Which corner? The one I'm pointing
the
at? Or?
dresser there.
That's the one I'm pointing at. I don't know if I caught
A
it.
light went up one of the beams.
Was that you trying to manifest?
Really sick again.
Can you set the REM pod off again, or can you show yourself in form of a light, or show us an apparition of who you are? We'd like to communicate. We only want to say hello. Know that you're here. Well, as it's gone quiet once more, and the REM pod stopped with the activity yet again, it actually feels like it's warmed up again, which is really weird. It was like a wave of cold air, almost, when the REM pod was going off a minute ago. But I think, as it's all seemingly gone quiet again, I think we should head up to the attic.
Yeah, I totally agree. We'll go up in the attic and see how we're getting up there.
Very peculiar. Right.
Certainly a good room to put the REM pod in, that one. Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we chose well with that, didn't we? If I'm honest. Right. Look.
What?
It's going off again.
REM pod is.
Yeah, I'm just going to get that. We've only just left.
You? Bloody hell, you.
You do that again for us, please.
Did you not do it then?
Is that you in that room doing that for us? Make it go off again if so. The actual breaks in the wood from when John Humphreys used to bang it with his cane.
Well, that's peculiar, isn't it? Really peculiar.
Would have been nice to have met John.
It would have been lovely to meet John.
Right, so this is, we're going to the loft, aren't we? I'm just out of interest, I'm just going to pan this, you probably saw this earlier on, but where we're actually heading, if you can see that in the video, but this was the hideout of Will Crewe and Scouse, England's last two highwaymen. So this is where they were hidden. It's very, very narrow up here.
It's very, very difficult to get up as well.
Yeah, so this might be a bit of a struggle with the camera, but I'll do my best.
Oh, my head.
Yeah, I've already smacked my head off this a couple of times today while setting up. Doesn't really do it justice, even for me. Oh yeah, done it again. That's 4 times now.
Very creaky up here. Yeah, they're having the mirror. Right, so we haven't actually, as I just said, we haven't done too much in the Weaver's attic. It's an interesting place. Apparently there was a woman hung in here. So
Well, we have just had a word come up on the ovulus.
on the ovulus.
Sorry, I don't know if you heard that properly. We have just had a word come up on the ovulus, and could be linked to what you've just said actually. But the first word that we've had come up on the ovulus is the word chain.
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 So the first word we've had in the ovulus tonight is chain.
Now,
I mean, was she hung by a chain? I don't know. I mean, I would have thought rope, but
I'm going to sit opposite you.
that probably sounds a bit stupid. Who knows? Yeah. Seems relatively quiet in here, doesn't it?
It does. It's
Something we noticed in the bishop's room every time we mentioned that we were coming up into the attic.
the REM pod went off.
The REM
again.
pod went up, almost as if something didn't want us to come in the attic.
It was almost like it was trying to prevent us from leaving the bishop's room.
Yeah,
Is how I'd describe it.
but it's only happened we've mentioned the attic. I think, I don't know, it does seem peculiar. It's
This is where the last two highwaymen of England stayed.
yeah, it's important to note.
But apart from that, I'll be honest, I'd stay in this room.
It does seem that the activity has dropped. There's been reports of furniture being dragged, etc., across this room, and the noise of it. I mean, to be honest, that's something we've experienced earlier on in the night.
I've had another word.
What's that?
Olsen.
Olsen.
It's a name.
All I can suggest with that is we'll have to do some research, and off the top of my head, nothing comes to mind with the name Olsen.
Forever. So we just had the word forever as well. Do you know what? These are very... Since we've been in the attic, this is one thing to note. Since we have been in the attic, the responses on the ovulus...
That's a fair point. We haven't had anything all night on the ovulus.
I mean, whether it's just kicking in or not, I don't know, but it's... That's probably one of the most impressive runs of names and words that we've had in...
None of it seems to make sense at the moment. I think we are definitely going to have to do some research into this. And
Is there anyone in the attic with us? Can you speak to us? Use your energy to give us a word. How many spirits are in the attic? Or can you tell us your names?
you make a noise for us or move something. Right, so we're going to set up the Ouija board session now. So now I could have swore I saw something on the stairs there.
Really?
Yeah, at the corner of my eye. just really startled me.
What did you think you saw?
Honestly, I thought I saw a bold bloke stood on the stairs. Like literally, I was looking. I had the camera pointing.
Like a monk.
Just a bold.
Mate.
What?
That's perfect.
What?
The Ovulus just gave us a really interesting response.
What's that?
Orbs.
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 That's actually made me really jumpy again. I've been quite calm, but it's
We've been fine up here until this moment.
yeah. I was looking into the room we've just been in, and over my right arm, obviously, is the stairs, and I could have swore I saw, as you can see where my camera is now, literally a bald-headed figure just stood there. By the time I moved the camera, it was sort of, I'll be honest, it made me freeze a little bit.
Right, so we've just made the Ouija board up. We've got our cameras locked in place so you can see a nice close-up. And we're going to start a spirit board session now, aren't we, in the attic room, in the other side of the attic room. Okay?
Do you want to lead with the questions?
I can lead if you'd like me to lead.
Yeah, lead with the questions, mate.
Yeah.
Right.
Okie doke, so I'm going to put it to the numbers kind of in the middle there. So if you put your fingers on, you ready? So we'll begin then. So what we want to do, we want to call out if there are any spirits with us at the ancient ram. We only want to communicate with good spirits, and if there's anyone here, please use this board to communicate with us. My name's Brian, this is Nathan. Tell us your name. Is there a spirit in the ancient ram? Is there a spirit trying to communicate with us in the attic? Please use this planchette to move to yes or no. Or give us a message. Do you have a message for us? T? Are you trying to spell a message out to us? Is that H?
That's a H.
T, H. Go to the next letter for us.
My finger felt like it's pulsing there. Oh my god. I swear, it's like you.
I ain't touching it. Well, you know I am touching it, but I'm not moving it. T-H-E? The.
Watch out for it.
Hey?
Watch out for it.
That's a J, I think. That's a J. You alright?
I'm a bit taken back. I've never felt a move like this before.
Wow. It hasn't, has it?
J-E.
Okay.
Right.
Going to 9.
The.
I've gone cold.
What's that mean? The.
Well, I thought it was going to be. Were you trying to communicate with us? Were you trying to give us two different words? Or is that one meant to be one word? What's that? Can't see. Oh. The JEO.
You got Focus of the Joker.
JEO. Wouldn't spell Joker, but I did think that.
I said now after.
G.
Yeah, that's random letters.
Getting random letters. Are you trying to spell a message, or are you just moving the planchette for us? You trying to give us a message? M. Give us the next letter, please. Is that the end of the message?
But the atmosphere's changed, it's gone warm again.
Yeah. Did you feel it went cold as well?
Yeah.
I can't remember if I said
Feels
it.
like it's gone warm again, and
I can't remember if I said it went cold or not, but I felt colder. We're gonna thank you for communicating. We're gonna say goodbye to you, and we're gonna ask if there's anyone else who wishes to communicate with us. If there's anyone else here, any other spirits in this attic or in the van who wants to communicate, take control of the planchette and spell out a message for us. Is there anyone here?